Behold the miracle of birth, your birth, to be exact. Somewhere in this thorny thicket you've just entered the world, tiny, vulnerable, and covered in, well, not much right now. Yes, contrary to popular belief, you weren't born with a majestic coat of spines. Instead, you arrived wet, blind, and looking like you'd lost a bar fight with a cactus. But here you are, about to experience life in all its prickly glory. You've somehow won the survival lottery, born into the wild, where everything either wants to eat you or couldn't care less. As for your mother, let's just say maternal instincts in hedgehogs are pragmatic. She's like a busy CEO, efficient, overworked, and running purely on instinct. Her main goal? Keep you and your siblings from becoming someone else's lunch. Beyond that, every hoglet for itself. So, you begin your first great challenge, locomotion. With legs shorter than a toddler's attention span and coordination that's more work in progress than athlete, you're off to a slow start. If crawling were an Olympic sport, you'd definitely be disqualified for lack of forward momentum. But wait, there's more. As if the awkward motor skills weren't enough, you also have to contend with the local wildlife. Birds, foxes, and snakes, all eager to sample the delicacy that is baby hedgehog sushi. The food chain is a merciless buffet, and you're the appetizer. Ah, the famous hedgehog defense, rolling into a ball, a genius strategy. If only your spines weren't as soft as a marshmallow right now. You try to look intimidating, but your menacing fluff probably won't scare off a predator. Spoiler alert, it doesn't. And so begins your journey through life. A series of awkward stumbles, near-death experiences, and the gradual realization that being spiky isn't as glamorous as it sounds. Hang in there, you. Things might not get better, but at least they'll get interesting. You're growing up so fast, aren't you? Look at those spines, finally hardening into something almost useful. Too bad they're still about as intimidating as a toothpick collection to a hungry fox. Speaking of which, meet your arch nemesis, a cunning predator with a nose for dinner and zero patience for spiky roadblocks. Your only hope? The art of invisibility, or, as you demonstrate it, freezing in place and praying the universe has a sense of humor. Success. You live to see another day, proving that sometimes the best survival tactic is to look so unappetizing that even hunger gives up. But growing up isn't just about dodging predators. You've also got to master the basics of hedgehog life: climbing, foraging, and, of course, not rolling downhill every time you curl up. Each day is a masterclass in awkward resilience. Graceful as ever, huh? But don't worry, evolution gave you spines, not dignity. Ah, mealtime. After hours of bumbling through the undergrowth, you've struck culinary gold, a worm. High in protein, low in personality, and wriggling away. Come on, don't let dinner escape. Victory, your first successful hunt. A true milestone, if you ignore the fact that the worm practically surrendered. But life isn't all worms and triumph. The night is filled with unseen dangers, each rustle a potential threat. Your survival instincts are on high alert, which pretty much means you're ready to panic at the slightest provocation. Smooth you. Truly the embodiment of survival of the fittest, and so ends another day in your life. A day filled with near-death experiences, minor victories, and the unshakable determination to keep bumbling through life. Rest well, you. Tomorrow promises more chaos, and you'll need all the energy you can get. And here you are, having reached the pinnacle of hedgehog development. Fully grown, fully spiky, and fully underwhelmed by the realities of adulthood. Spoiler alert, it's not easier, just different. Welcome to the adult hedgehog diet. Worms, slugs, the occasional beetle. A buffet of slimy delights. You've upgraded from fumbling hoglet to picky gourmand. Bold choice, considering your options are eat that or starve. Delicious, isn't it? Nothing says living your best life like swallowing something that doubles as garden pest control. Ah, the classic hedgehog pastime, getting stuck. Your spines are great for deterring predators, but absolutely terrible for navigating tight spaces. And yet, you insist on trying. Repeatedly. Congratulations, you. You've escaped the fence and possibly left half your dignity behind. But hey, at least you're free to roam the garden, where a sprinkler promptly turns on. Nature's finest survivor, everyone. A true master of dodging predators, but utterly defeated by modern irrigation systems. And so, Your day ends much like it began, curled up in a ball, dreaming of a world where being spiky is a little less complicated. You may be an adult now, but the struggles don't end. They just involve bigger fences, trickier predators, and the ever-present challenge of not eating something that tastes like regret.